Well, hey folks, welcome back. An old man in the land of grills. Down at the Weber Master Touch Premium, folks. It's an awesome grill. Did a bunch of reviews on this if you're interested, but a lot of people, the most common question, besides about the hinge, is the Weber diffuser plate and charcoal basket. Now, the most popular question is, where can I get this? How come I can't find this anywhere? And the answer is, folks, is that Weber is not selling it separately. If you want this at this time, this is late August 2020, you have to buy the whole Master Touch Premium for $350 in order to get this and that ring. So, folks, what we're gonna do today, and if you watch my channel, you figured this was probably coming, I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna show you how to make one out of some just common stuff that I got on Amazon. So I tell you what, let's go down to the shop, keep on watching. All right, folks, welcome to the shop, and let's show you what we built already, and then we're gonna go through the process of how we built it. So here's the Weber charcoal ring and diffuser. And like I said, I wish Weber would sell us separately, as a lot of other people, but out of frustration, and I hear you out there, I decided to come up with a simple way of building them myself. So, and that's what we're going to show you today, is how I built this. You're looking at it going, Tom, that kind of looks like a pizza pan, don't it? You're right. There's two pizza pans in there, and then another piece in between. I'll show you. I'll leave the links down below where I found them on Amazon. 18-inch, folks, that's the key. And then our charcoal basket here out of some perforated metal that I found at my hardware store. And I'll leave like the UPC code down below. You could try online. Perforated metal is what this is, 16 gauge. But I tell you what, let's get to building it. All right, down in the shop, there's the Weber diffuser. I tell you what, this thing is built very, very nicely. I honestly don't know what this is. I'm almost thinking it's either aluminum or stainless steel, but they did a nice job. And then there's the charcoal basket itself, and that's what we're trying to replicate today. And let's start with the diffuser. The diffuser. You're looking at what this is, and folks, this is nothing more than an 18-inch pizza pan, and I've got two of them. So I tell you what, let's take a little bit closer look. See how it looks there? Now I am using something in the middle there to give it a little bit more rigidity and something to last a little bit longer. So there's a charcoal grill company that's been out there for a long time called Old Smoky, and they're out of, I believe they're out of Texas. In fact, I think maybe they're out of Houston, and they used to build buckets, galvanized buckets during World War II, and then they kind of morphed into, they still sell buckets, but they sell grills. If you've never heard of an Old Smoky, they're pretty awesome, but they've got a charcoal grate, and that's the charcoal grate from a 22-inch Old Smoky, and it adds a lot of rigidity to this whole setup here, because we've got an 18-inch pizza pan on the bottom, and I'm going to leave the link down below where you can pick that up on Amazon, and this fits in there really nice. I just happen to have this because I used to have an Old Smoky, and I ordered one of these because they don't last that long because they got charcoal on them. And then the thought was to put it like upside down, but then I figured, we want to have this thing to mimic the Weber so that it'll catch the grease, and that's what this does. So we're going to put this together with some stainless steel. I've got some nice stainless steel bolts here, and some fender washers, and some washers, and some lock washers, and we're going to put this together. And then I'll tell you what, then we'll get on to making the charcoal holder. All right, folks, there's the pizza pan that I bought on Amazon. It was $16.81. That's for two. So it's a little over $8 a piece, and like I said, 18-inch, and that's what you'll look for, is the 18-inch. All right, and there's the Old Smoky replacement bottom grate for the 22-inch, and you can see that's right now it's $10. All right, there it is. I tell you what, super simple to put together. Remember, we got the Old Smoky charcoal grate in the middle, and that adds a lot of rigidity. And then we've got the two 18-inch pizza pans. Like I said, I'll leave the link down below where I got those. 4 stainless steel 1/4-inch bolts with some stainless steel washers, stainless steel nuts, and I tell you what, we got the top one is curved up And I usually cover all my stuff with aluminum foil anyway, and this will hold any grease or water you want to put in. And if you want to see, is it the same size as the Weber? Yeah, it is. Exactly the same size. This will work pretty nice, folks. I tell you what, let's build that charcoal grate. All right, folks, there's our charcoal ring right there. This one is 2 3/4. That's what Weber made it. Now, you know, there's some considerations there. I think they could have gone at least to 3 inches. I don't understand a 2 3/4, but I'm going to be conservative here, and I'm going to take and use my, you know, this stuff right here that I got a couple years ago. But you know, expanded metal will work just great. But this is just like it, and it's a 1/16 of an inch thick. This stuff will work fantastic. Got a little rust on there. I'll take that rust off once I get them cut. But I'll tell you what, keep on looking. We'll do some cutting, and then we'll do some fitting. All right, folks, so you're wondering, you're saying, well, Tom, I can't make one of these unless I have the ring itself. You're using it as a form. I know I'm cheating, but you could cut yourself a piece of plywood, and actually 2 pieces of plywood, and you could get your 14.5 inch across diameter, and real simple, and use that as a form. Or you can take the 2 24-inch pieces and just take them around and put a screw in, the 2 screws in one end, and then bend it around, and it'll get close enough. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you a look-see as we get those screws in there. All right, we got them all cut out here, folks. 2 pieces at 24 inches, and it'll give you a 1 inch overlap down here when you're, see that? So we'll have a 1 inch overlap. We're gonna get some screws here and put this whole thing together. Super simple to do, folks. If I can remember, if I can do it, so can you. All right, so we got our first joint here together, folks. I'm probably going overboard on the screws. I got 5 of them in there. These are number 10s by half, and we got a lock washer on there. And I'll probably cut off the excess here. I did find this sheet this morning that I've been talking about here. This is a perforated. It's called perforated metal, and it's 16 gauge. Like I said, I got it on the hardware store. Here in the Midwest, we've got a hardware store chain called Menards. And it's like a Home Depot or Lowe's. And that's where I got this from. So it's perforated metal. It's 2 foot by 2 foot. It came in. I think they have smaller sizes. They may even have 4 foot sheets. But as you can see, it's just standard metal, 16 gauge. And you could probably weld this. It's probably the best way of putting it together. But I'll get the other side on and give you a look-see. All right, so there's the final product for the charcoal basket. Turned out pretty nice. Ground off all the extra on the bolts, and the size-wise, you can see that we are just a tad bigger, taller, and when it comes to the diameter, we are just a little bit bigger. So the next thing to do is, folks, is to take this out. I am gonna do what I know I can do, 65 Kingsford blue bag in here. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but maybe see how many more charcoal we can get in this one, and do that on another Weber kettle. And we're gonna set them both the same way and see if they both burn the same time, and if I get any extra burn out of this and how it holds up. So stay tuned, we'll meet you at the grill. All right, folks, diffuser plate's all made. It's in the Weber right now. We did a couple other tests in there, folks. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for part 2, where I put that diffuser plate and charcoal basket through the test here on the Weber Master Touch Premium to see how long that thing will last and how long it'll burn. That's what I was really trying to say. Thumbs up, leave a comment, and as always, folks, appreciate you watching. Thank you.